Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Marco Putugalev. As you guys can see, I started a little bit wrong, but I just fast forward this video like a minute after I started because I was when I start this video, this gameplay actually, I stopped like for a minute without playing. I was just laying down on the floor and I was doing nothing. I don't know what the hell I was doing. This was like a while ago too. So it's another gameplay. It's a M.O.A.B. Obviously. It's gonna be a M.O.A.B. on mission. Starting with my ACR again with extended mag, silencer, scavenger, hardline, and marksman for the perks and specialist letter of hand assassin one die for that's my specialist that I'm running on it. I'm playing with some Portuguese friends too. And this is some more tips for you guys how to play this actually map if you like to play, but usually when I play with my clan we actually usually like lock all pretty much all the spawns and but my friends Portuguese, there's like a bunch of Portuguese guys that I usually play to, and they're a little bit running everywhere, so I can't like just control one side. But I'm gonna be talking this gameplay, especially just for some tips for you guys to fill it up. You guys can see they all spawn in that corner. I mean, I usually stay up more, and then they even actually spawn in front of me. But we need to have like all the bunkers locked, and then there's a spot right in my left. I usually lock with the claymore so they don't spawn in there, and some other stuff. But through this gameplay, guys, I'm going to be talking to some headsets too, because as a Call of Duty gamer, I used to play with the when I started Modern Warfare 2, I used to play with use the Bluetooth, regular Bluetooth, like when I bought Solcom Confrontation, it came with Bluetooth with that from Sony. But I used to play with that, and then after I start get more into the game, and I was like, oh shoot, I need some, because I was playing like at night and I couldn't like put the volume of the TV too loud, so I just had to use like a headset. So I bought my PX21s at the time, and it was actually good. It wasn't it was a good game, good headset. Was had a more bass than the other ones that I have right now, but the thing is, when you play, I mean, you don't want to have the bass. You actually want some audio. Actually, you need some quality of audio, like to hear footsteps and all that. So in order to that, I had my PX21s at the beginning, and then I advanced for my Tritton AX Pro. I bought up everything. Actually, the PX21. I bought it off Best Buy. My Tritton AX Pro, I bought it off Amazon.com. You guys, pretty much, some people that I know are familiar with the site. You can get everything at Amazon.com. Everything's from TVs, from computers, from systems, from controllers actually. And I actually found out they have like some good prices if you're looking for modern control for PlayStation 3 or even Xbox 360. It's not as custom as like Controller Chaos or Evil Controllers sites. It's not as custom now. As one of my videos before, I show you guys some one of my modern controllers for Xbox. I don't have no modern controllers for PlayStation 3. So people that think that I play with modern controllers for PlayStation 3, I don't play with modern controllers for PlayStation 3. In the future, I may buy some. And I asked at the beginning if someone knew about Chrome Titanium for PlayStation 3. Now, controller cables, they actually have it and they're selling. It's $99 for the controller with rapid fire enabled on the system already. And what are the comes? What do you do? I mean, you can add mods to it. You can add quick scope. Actually, it's good. I mean, it's available for Call of Duty games. Look at this quick scope, guys. So you have like jitter. You have like auto aim. There's another one that you have too. It's drop shot. That's what I have for my Xbox. It's a quick, it's rapid fire and drop shot. But all those mods, it's like I think it's 10 to 50, $14 each. You have to purchase them if you want them in a controller. But moving on, at Amazon.com, I bought my Tritton AX Pro, and I've been playing with Tritton like for maybe a year, even maybe a few months, and it's an awesome headset. I mean, it's comfortable. It's I mean, I paid 160 at the time, 107. I think it was 160. No, they're cheaper. They're $30 off at Best Buy. You can get it for 130 or 139 at Best Buy, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, it's a good headset if you are like a hooked up gamer. If you like to play and if you actually like to play out during the night, so you don't hear like you don't have your TV like out loud, so your wife or your mother or whatever it's around you cannot hear. So it's good to have those headsets. And difference about the Tritton and the freaking PX21s, I saw a big difference between the bass. Like the bass and the Tritton is not as much as PX21, but you can hear so much better because there's some surround, because like 4 speakers. And the thing is, like, people like debating is like having like 4 speakers and the same side of the ear side, and the bass control and the audio and everything. It's kind of like a little bit like not as not supposed to. It was like the bass was not come like the way it's supposed to come, but they did this on purpose because they want to reuse the bass and give more audio to the headsets. It's an awesome headset. I have it for never broken on me. I just actually broke a little piece because I sit my head on top of it, because I put it top of the chair and I went to sit down and grab the control. I'm like, oh. So, but just cracked a little bit with the top. I mean, in the side what goes like slides in it, like slides go up and down. It broke a little bit, but I put some tape. It's still good. It works good. It works perfectly, and it comes too with the leather. If you want to change like the foam cups for the leather and up top too, and it goes in the top of the head, that comes with leather too. So it's a nice headset. Has a little bit of wires, guys, but I mean, it's you got a mix amp. You have to plug in for your optical if you want the surround sound for it, you know, and has its things, you know. But the thing is about the headset, it's very, I felt like comfortable, but now as today I stopped playing with my Astros. I just purchased Astros at Amazon.com. For me, they're the best. I mean, I always heard is that the Amazon Astros, it's an awesome headset because it's a major league headset. People use that in major league, and they are the ones that says what they want and what they feel like better using that. So I purchased the Astros A40s. Actually, it was not wireless, it's wired. For me, and the difference, I just told you about some difference between the PX21s and the Tritton, but the difference between the Astros and Tritton, there's a big difference. I mean, believe me, I was searching and searching for weeks, and I was watching some videos on YouTube about Astros A40s, and you know, they are like comparisons against the X41s, Turtle Beaches, the PX21s. They have comparison about the AX720, Tritton AX Pro. So they have all this comparison against those and Astros. And yesterday I just plugged my Astros. I just play one game only, and it was free for all, and I felt like, wow, what a sound. What a sound. I mean, I saw some dislikes and some comments in the videos that I watch. I don't think this is real, guys, because it's a huge difference. AX Pros, it's a nice headset, but when you put like $100 difference in prices, I mean, Astros has this, you know, this thing on the audio doesn't have too much bass. That's the thing, guys. They don't go for the bass that much. And but the audio, it's so clear, you can hear your footsteps so far away, even when enemies spawn them. Especially whatever who plays Call of Duty games. I'm a huge fan of Call of Duty games. And even when they spawn, you can start right away. If you're right next to the spawn, like I usually like to, you know, play around the spawn, and rush game play around the spawn. And even when they spawn, you can start hearing right away the footsteps. It's an amazing. I mean, I went to free for all just to see, because I mean, you're not talking, you're not doing this, and I could hear footsteps everywhere. I'm like, wow, this is. And it's crystal clear. They have the big mix amp. It's bigger than the thing. It's much easier to use. I know it doesn't have the like the Tritton AX Pro has the control for settings for volume. No, a little bit down when you use a headset. But believe me, I felt more comfortable. Just has the mix amp. I don't have the thing for the volume, because sometimes the wire is laying down and I have to lay down that control thing in top of my leg when I'm playing, because it makes a little bit of a, you know, doesn't rest that headset in my like in the left side. That wire comes from the left side of my ear, and it goes like down and pushes a little bit down, so it's a little bit uncomfortable when you use that, and when you have that volume control, it's in a huge difference. It's in a huge difference between those and the Astros A40s, believe me. And one of the thing is like the audio so clear, you can actually control the mix amp, the volume, the game, and the voice. Like you have this big nozzle, that you roll like to the right to left, the max and minimum sound of the game. If you want just voice, if you want to, it's an amazing. I mean, I don't use it a lot because you don't want to ruin your headsets. And the light, it's so light and comfortable. When you put the headset in your ears, it just wraps around your ears, and it's so easy. And the earplugs just turns around if you want to rest the headsets in your chest. I mean, I was like, oh my gosh. And I didn't pay $250. I went on Amazon.com. You can see that they usually sell used ones. And I saw one guy selling a used one for $198. $198. But the thing is with this seller is, I think it's a small retailer guy. And what he does, he just picks up that and he sells a bunch of stuff. But he said in the comment there was a used one, but was inside the box, was never used. So I think it was just an open box, so an open item. But believe it wasn't. I don't want to say like an open item because nobody used it because everything was like new. I was so happy to get like $198. But even yesterday I went to the site of Astros A40's site, and they actually have a sale. It's $108 even if you want to buy a white or black. A new one actually come with a mix amp. You're better off buying both, like Astros A40s, the headsets itself, and the mix amp together. You're better off do that, buy those together, because if you buy separately, it's much more expensive. And just for those that's like his doubts against Trittons and X Pro, an Astros A40s, that's a huge difference, guys. Believe me, I'm a big fan of Tritton. I never redeem what I said about the Tritton X Pro, but once you get the Astros A40s, you will see a huge difference. I know the voice is, for me, the voice is more controlling on the X Pro, but I'm getting used to it. I'm getting used to the A40s, and actually the A40s. I mean, I asked my friends, hey, can you guys hear me good? And they said, yeah, I can hear you perfectly. I mean, for me, because the game itself, it's so perfect because the sound is so clear. The sound is so clear. The footsteps, every turn you do, it's like they put every sound for everything. It's the thing. It's like they put every sound for everything, and I thought it was amazing. I'm like, what the hell? This is awesome. I mean, there's like a bunch of speakers. One for the helicopters, one for the guns, and one for the footstep. It's like that. I mean, it's a very recognized sound that you hear and you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm pretty happy actually. I still have my Tritton X Pros. I'm probably gonna be selling whatever, maybe $50 or $60. I mean, they're still good. They're still in good condition. I mean, they use for a year, and I thought that piece is good, but it keeps going up. It goes up and down very easy. I just put the tape just because I don't want that thing just to flip up, and actually to protect more of the wire inside. But it's awesome and it's still perfect, and I hope you guys. I mean, I wish I have like a program to show you guys like the difference in between the sound of the Tritton X Pros and the Astros A40s. It's a good, if you don't want to waste the money that much, but I mean, if you want to pay $130, that's the price of the Astros right now. And for $198, guys, I mean, it's, you can tell it's $70 more, but, and the thing is, I ordered on a Wednesday and then said it was already home. I paid $3 for shipping, if I'm not mistaken, and I was so happy because I keep checking my status delivery. And even yesterday I wasn't home, and then I was checking my phone. It was like, oh, it's delivered. I'm like, I'm so happy. I wanted to try so bad, and I came home. I really had time to do just a free-for-all game. I was actually free-for-all game in Fallen, guys, with guys I used to. I mean, I don't know those guys. Just joined the lobby in the beginning of thing, and I was running 19-0, and I died like stupidly but I could hit everything. I mean, there was a part actually. There was one part that was I killed the guy, and I turned myself, and I just heard the guy just spawning behind me, like not even a matter of a second, and I just turned myself and boom, like, oh, and I kill him. Like, thank God for the heads, because I could hit him. I was like, I could hit the guy. I mean, this is awesome. So and that's it. I mean, I hope you guys take this. I mean, advice if you're thinking in buying a headset. I mean, just go for the Astros A40s. It's a good headset. If you're a crazy gamer, if you want to improve your gameplay, actually, it's an awesome headset. Believe me, it's an awesome headset. And I'm not taking the Astros, thing out of the business, but I mean, for me, if you have to choose between one or the other, and if you're a crazy gamer like me, and you want to improve your gameplay, just go for the Astros. I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. It's M.O.A.B and Mission again. I want to talk some tips and, you know, places. But you guys, as you guys listen to me, you guys just watch what I'm playing, where they're spawning, and take some consideration of the spots. And if you really enjoy this gameplay and my talking, just drop a like in the video, comment, subscribe if you're new on the channel, and I still hoping to see you guys after. Okay, thank you, bye bye.